This is a joke, straight up joke. Every Thursday, I call it Trash Talk Thursday. I'm just letting you guys know the reality of these parts. I gotta be real with you guys. I hate being negative, but this is the reality. I worked for a shop before. They hand fabricated fenders, everything for the car from scratch. And I was there, the shop sweep. I'm like, why you guys making parts? Like, you could just go to any website and order a replacement part. Like, I don't get it. Why aren't you guys making, or why don't you guys just ordering the parts? It would save you so much time. But in reality, it takes twice the amount of time to get these parts to fit and function like a factory part. I haven't even opened this yet. Look at the seam. It's a complete waste of time. Zoom in on that, Pam. Zoom in on that. Where's that made? They're so proud to say it's made in China. Look how thin that is. How many times do you think they opened and closed this thing before it broke? See that down there? Zoom in on that. Trash day. Only means one thing. Gonna talk some trash about some trash parts that I got installed in my Mustang. First up, this has nothing to do with Mustang parts, but same idea, same China manufacturer, same process here. These are parts for my dad's 73 Camaro that I'm helping him put back together. Let's talk about these vents, okay? Now these vents, let's back up for a second. This is made by a company called OER. Original Equipment Reproduction, okay? They make replacement OEM parts. I used to work across the street from their building called Classic Industries in Huntington Beach off Gothard Street and Auto Park Drive. Okay, worked for a place called Dr. J Automotive. Great experience there. But I mean, look at this thing, guys. Like, don't look too hard because you might break it. I mean, like, I swear they probably make children's toys that are more durable and better quality than this thing. I mean, this thing probably weighs like 2, maybe 3 pieces of paper. I mean, I wish you could feel it. I mean, video is not going to do this justice, but when you put this thing in your hands, it's just like, really? Really? That's just the start of this video. But I had to show you guys that because it's like, it's almost not even worth putting it in your car. Original equipment. Don't think so.
You okay there, Shelby?
All right, so I'm working on my dad's Camaro today. I was gonna talk about my Mustang for this episode, but this morning I opened up that new center console door. Got a new one for him because his old one broke. And I just want to show you guys, again, the quality of these parts is an absolute joke. And another reason why I absolutely hate plastic. Come on over here, Pat. I don't know if I have the old top. I think it's in the trunk. Okay, so here's the center console glove box, right? Now, this is separate from the actual pad. The pad comes off this plastic piece. So this obviously broke right here at the seam. You see that? You get a shot of that, Pam?
Yeah.
Like, look how thin that is. Look how thin that is. How many times do you think they opened and closed this thing before it broke? I'm asking you, Pam. How many times?
I don't know.
10, 20? I mean, like, this is an absolute joke. And at first I was like, okay, you know, maybe this was the original part. I don't know Camaros. I'm not familiar with these parts. Long story short, order a new one. Let's look at the new one and see if it's any better. Here's a new one. I literally just pulled it out of the box, okay? OER, you guys should be ashamed of yourselves. You really should be. Because not only is this weigh like a piece of paper, But look at this seam. I haven't even opened this yet. Look at the seam. It's already stretched out. I'm gonna open it. Like, there is like tension. Like, look right there, like right in that corner. It's already stressed out. Yeah, get a close up. I mean, look, this is turning white just from me opening it once.
Put it at this
One
other
time.
angle.
There's no way, if you guys are restoring your car for the first time, there's no way you're gonna know any better. You just don't know without experience. You know, you're gonna think, wow, like, oh, nice new center console. Like, I'm gonna install it. You're gonna go to your first show, put your, you know, insurance and registration in here, and the damn door's gonna break off. This message is for OER. You guys should be ashamed of yourselves. Do better with your parts. Do better, because we're all wasting our money and our time installing these junk parts, and you guys aren't doing anything to make them better. This is a joke, straight up joke. And there's the best part right here. Look at this. Zoom in on that, Pam. Zoom in on that. Where's that made? Can you see it?
No. No, you can't. Oh, a little bit.
I'll open it up. Sure, I'm surprised it doesn't say it on this one. They're so proud to say it's made in China. Now, I gotta ask you guys, do you know anyone that makes replacement parts that aren't absolute trash? Please put it in the comments. We need to know about it. I wanna know about it. I struggle spending money on parts because I know they're gonna be junk. But if I spend money on a part that I know that's gonna work and it's not gonna break the third time I open it, I have no problem spending the money on it. But when there's no options, it makes perfect sense why everyone doesn't wanna spend money, because they know the parts are junk. So what do you do? What do you do? Do you send it back? Do you install it and have it break after you open it 5 times? Or do you have to modify the damn thing in order for it to work like it should work out of the box? This wasn't cheap. I think this was around $100 for this thing. Piece of plastic. Plastic junk, guys. I'm probably gonna go out and buy a hinge or something and reinforce this. This is just a complete waste of time. This is actually not bad. I will say that. I'll try to be a little bit positive, okay? They load this thing up with staples. There's not just like 2 staples in a corner. Not bad, okay? But I mean, this is pretty heavy compared to this. Again, what do you think's gonna happen when I bolt this to this and open and close this? This is the reason why I'm making this series, guys. I mean, I'm trying to be positive here, I really am, but like, simply leaving a review is not going to change anything. You guys need to see this firsthand. You guys, I'm sure whoever's restored a car before it, you've experienced this. Drop it in the comments. Let your story be heard. Let your voice be heard. I'm on a mission to change this game. This is an absolute waste of time, and we got to do better. We really do. And this is something to be aware of if you guys are going out to look at a classic car to purchase for yourself. Bring somebody that knows what they're talking about. You could easily point this stuff out, these crap parts. Somebody went to OER.com and ordered an entire catalog for their restoration. Car is going to be a pile of junk. It really is. So I would find a car that's factory, low miles, very rare, very hard to come by. You're going to spend a lot of money, but man, factory parts are so much more worth it than these aftermarket junk parts. They really are. I worked for a shop before. They hand fabricated fenders, everything for the car from scratch. And I was there, the shop sweep. I'm like, why you guys making parts? Like, you could just go to any website and order a replacement part. Like, I don't get it. Why aren't you guys making, or why don't you guys just ordering the parts? It would save you so much time. But in reality, it takes twice the amount of time to get these parts to fit and function like a factory part. So I completely understand now why they made all their own parts, because they could fit them up to exactly how they want them to fit without working around somebody else's poor quality parts. But no, like seriously guys, is this what you want? Or is this the kind of parts that you want? Put it in the comments. Let me know. We live in a day where we have computers, we have all these materials available, we have CAD software, you can draw parts up. We are so much more advanced than we were. I don't know, maybe not. Maybe not, maybe we're not so advanced, because like there's so many better ways to make parts. Like if we just try like a tiny bit harder, give like an extra 10% into thinking and creating parts, it would make these parts so much better. Like they're made so half-assed. That's what it feels like. They're just made quickly without any thought, just to make a profit. And I really think we should be making parts here in the States. Not to say that the quality is going to be any better, but we should be supporting our own country. I see no reason why we should be supporting a communist country to make our parts, to put into our American cars. I mean, is your car still an American muscle car if it's full of China parts? I say no. But maybe I'm wrong, guys. Maybe I'm crazy. Maybe you guys are okay with these parts, but I sure am not, and I want to make a difference. I want to make a change. So let your voice be heard. I got a transmission to build. I'm out of here. See you next Thursday.